Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and it is time to clean this car. I cannot wait. I hope you enjoyed the previous video where we obviously dragged it out from its resting spot. It's been sat for 25 years, parked up in 1997, and I believe the owner was offered £1 as his trade-in, and he was like, I'd rather keep the car. So, can't blame him. It's a great car. It's a Volvo for a start, but there is a lot of mildew, dirt, grime, moss, of different organisms, and yeah, it's a bit, I want to see the colour. So yeah, we're going to get stuck into it and then we can see what we can work with. So in today's episode, it's definitely sponsored very highly by Frost, because we've got a lot of cleaning products which we'll get onto in a second, but the main point of call is get the jet wash set up, get all of this green dirt off the car, and then we can see what we've got to play with. So I'll take you for a quick walk around of the car and yeah, show you its finer points. So starting at the front, it'd be nice to see the headlights. The bonnet does latch down, but I think the latch is just a bit seized, so but it's not going to hurt it to get in there and clean all that dirt out. It is red, you can kind of see it's like a very dark maroon colour, but yeah, it's just literally where it's sat, it's just very green. So we pumped these tyres up a week ago now, and it's got, I don't know how old these tyres are, we'll find a date on them, but none of them have gone down, considering how heavily cracked they are. But yeah, it's the camera doesn't really pick up how green this car is, but yeah, it's kind of got things growing out of it, which is all good. Obviously on the inside we'll get onto that as well. It's a little bit stuck in time in here and could do with a good clean out. Seats are a little bit mouldy, and I wouldn't mind trying to find a new one of these just to maybe get that repaired. But yeah, we are oh, it's just a Volvo, so good. So yeah, underneath I've had a good look over the car underneath, and I really can't find any rot, which is all good. There's bits and pieces on the valance, but on the main, you know, floor pans of the car, it's really good. Along around here, obviously we'll do a proper walk around video once it's clean. That's a little bit of green paint off the old gent's door, which is interesting. But you can see this car, it's literally furry. So we're going to get rid of all this dirt, and I can't wait to do this, so we're not going to talk too much. But yeah, the camera really just doesn't pick up how green this car is. You can kind of see it's red on this side a little bit easier, because this was the side that was kind of exposed to people walking past it. The other one was right up against the fence. So yeah, it's very green. So without further ado, we're going to get the jet wash out, we're going to get cleaning, and we're going to see what's left of this little gem underneath. So time lapse time, guys. you can do half the bonnet and half the front, and I'll do the other half. So with the 340 a little bit cleaner, it still feels like, yeah, you can hear that, still feels like sandpaper, but the worst of the dirt's off and it's a red car again, which is all good. Paint is incredibly flat, obviously sat for 25 years, we've had some rain, snow for 25 years all over it. Never been washed, never been kind of looked after in that respect, it's just been parked up. It's time to try and get some love back into it. Obviously this car is going to need kind of a light restoration. It's not going to need kind of loads and loads of work that I can see, although I have noticed quite a bit this morning, now I've got fresh eyes. But the main thing is to get it running, but to work on it, it needs to be a cleaner car, doesn't it? There's no point, I've done all inside the arches with the jet wash, and I hope you found that all satisfying, just watching that car transform. Mrs. Simpson definitely enjoyed it as well, so it's all good. It's almost like a nice stress relief doing that. So that leads me on to the next part of this video, which is proudly sponsored by Frost. So guys, we need to clean this car, don't we? So we have come to the only place you really need to go for all your car needs, Frost Restoration's new warehouse. So we're hitting the Griot's garage section, so all your cleaning, polishes, everything, to try and get this car that's sat for since 1997 clean. Oh, look at it, I think we bought one of everything, so we'll check it out in a second guys, but yeah, really buzzing. I cannot wait. I've used this stuff before, ceramic 3-in-1 wax. It is phenomenal. It is really, really good. But then you've got all sorts of stuff here. You've got Frost stuff, you've got gunk, you've got more 415 stuff there. You've got all your paint, Eastwood. It's honestly absolutely amazing. So we're going to go and box all this stuff up and then get back to the workshop. So this leads me on to the next segment of this video, which is obviously the cleaning part. It is currently chucking it down outside, but we're still going to wash and shampoo it. I've washed cars in the rain before. Yes, that's weird. Who cares? It's a way of rinsing the car off. It's not like this is a show car. We're going to wash it out there, get as much as the nitty gritty dirt off it, and then we can bring it right into the workshop, into the beautiful dry area that we now have, and let it just dry out. Try and get it as clean as possible, and we can get stuck in with some products. So Frost Restoration has sponsored us with this video, and we've got a big array of parts from Griot's Garage. So let's just go through it all. So we've got, kicking off with the first one we're going to use, we've got the car wash basically, so it's a shampoo for your car. Hopefully that's going to get all the main grime off the car. In no particular order, we have got an interior cleaner. It's going to come up quite well, this interior, I'm pretty sure of that. We've got a vinyl and rubber dressing, so all the bumpers, the rubber trims, the mirrors and things like that. We've got a heavy duty wheel cleaner. The wheel's going to need a refurb, but let's get them as nice as possible. Speed shine. So the speed shine that I've bought is mainly so I can use this, which is a clay bar kit, so it's just a quick detailer to try and get all that nice and tidy. Got a nice window cleaner. This is the 3-in-1 ceramic wax. If you know the channel, you know I really enjoy this. Vera the 940, when I had her, she was leathered in this stuff, and everyone goes, how's that car stay so clean? This stuff, it is absolutely amazing. So, after much effort on my own, I've turned it around, away from the door now, And yeah, it's kind of part of the workshop now. So it's joining its new friends. So it's nice to get some soap on it. I didn't go mad, obviously. It needs a polish, but all the green's off the car now, which is all good. That new car wash from Grey's Garage, it smells amazing. It's like sweets. And it's just left like a really nice sheen on the car. Obviously the car needs a proper cut and polish. And well, it needs a repaint really, but for what we want, it should be okay for now. But yeah, let's take a quick walk around. I will do a proper walk around of this car and assess like what we need to do and what's wrong with it, what's not wrong with it, and things like that. But while it's in here, while it's kind of freshly clean, let's take a quick walk around. Remember guys, please consider subscribing to the channel. We have got obviously loads of projects on the way, and this barn has obviously allowed me to get bits and pieces like I've wanted to achieve. I didn't ever think I'd go and buy this car, I'm not going to lie, but when it came up, I had to save it. There isn't many like this, so please subscribe to the channel if you're interested. Would you like to see us do more stuff like this, like going to find old cars and dragging them out and seeing what we can do? Because it is quite fun, I'm not going to lie, I really did enjoy this. And if it runs, it'll be even more exciting. But obviously I've got to order a lot of parts, I'm not just going to turn the key, throw a battery on it. It's been sat for a long time, I need to make sure it's moving over, all that sort of stuff. So we'll get stuck into that, but please consider subscribing to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, drop in the comments below what would you like to see, and also in the description is both our sponsors. So Frost Restoration have obviously hooked us up with all the parts, or the cleaning stuff, sorry, for all this car, and we'll get stuck into that as and when things go. But yeah, really excited. Right, so you can clearly see it's kind of red. If you saw the first video, this here is where water was dripping for 25 years on the bonnet, and it's actually burnt through to the metal, look, where it's run down the car, just in that corner. But yeah, as you can see, the paintwork isn't in the best of shape. The wings and the side of the cars are not too bad, but obviously front's very, very sun damaged, but we call that patina. If you've seen that car over there, you know we love a bit of patina. All the glass seems really good, there's no chips in anything or anything like that. All the plastics have come up nicely. Interior, we're going to cover I think in another video, that needs a really, really good clean. Down the side, like I say, you can see where water's run for years, but I think a lot of that will polish out. You can hear how bad it's raining out there. But yeah, it's like faded paint in areas. The boot struts have gone, so we've improvised with a jack handle. We'll get stuck into what the car needs. I found a few things that it does definitely need and probably needs replacing quite soon. But yeah, in the back is quite wet, so we'll get onto that in another episode. But look at the state of that in there. So Jaffa cakes.
Nom nom.
But yeah, we'll get stuck into that soon. But it's always good when you open the boot and you see a genuine Volvo packet there. Yeah, we'll get round it. I love the fact it's got a tow bar, but it's nice to see like the lights and stuff like that. You can clearly see all the good details. All the bumpers are in really, really, really good shape. Really, really good shape. Again, slightly faded paint down the sides. This side was the side that was open to the elements. I'm not against the fence, so it's definitely got its fair share of patina. But yeah, all in all, it's quite. It needs a good clean around the door shut. It's not got there yet, and obviously, like I say, we'll cover the interior. But you can kind of see when I've opened the door, that's what it looked like on the outside. So it's not very good. But oh, look at that, just like a Volvo. But yeah, it's a really, really nice shade of red. It's proper. A lot of you probably say granddad spec red, but I really like it. I quite like it. It's yeah, it'll do the job. Quite happy with that. So yeah, like I say, we'll do a proper walk around video of this car, but I wanted to bring you in for the first wash because it's quite exciting. Like I say, me and Mr. Simpson really, really enjoyed doing that. It was all good fun. But yeah, it's a bit of fun, this car, isn't it? Let's be fair. So in the next episode, we'll get the interior all cleaned out and see what treasures we find, because that'll be quite exciting. We aren't going to like prioritise this car. We have obviously got. We're busy, aren't we? So this isn't going to all you guys here for the minis, this isn't going to jump priorities or anything like that. We're going to crack on with the minis and we're going to have a bit of a shuffle around so we can do some bits on this. But yeah, we're just going to see how we get on. The biggest thing with this car is will it run? And if it can run, then we can make a game plan of how we're going to get it back on the road. But yeah, are you interested in this car, guys? Are you enjoying this car? What do you think to it? What should we do to it? Should we do something mad with it? Shall we I know what I want to do to it, and we'll cover that in a future episode, and it'll probably bore a lot of you, but yeah, drop in the comments what you'd like to see us do on this car. It is the automatic, so the Varimatic gearbox, so it could be interesting. That's kind of what's intrigued me about the car, to be fair. I don't know if it works, I hope it does. But yeah, we'll get stuck into it. But for now, I'll leave you with a few shots of it nice and clean, and yeah, catch you in the next one. So guys, this is me actually going now. I couldn't resist it. Stay tuned for further episodes on this car when we make a bit of a game plan, proper walk around of what's wrong with it, and yeah, I'll do some more polishing for you all. Yeah, I love this car. I'm starting to really love it. So catch you next one, guys. Thank you very much for watching. The first wash in 25 years. Absolutely epic. Catch you later, guys.